Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities, and 2 DRS zones will help with that as well. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakhir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix.
Your target is 11th place today. Good luck.
Hi guys, CombinedYoutuber here. Welcome to the F1 2016 Quick Race Career Mode. Today we'll be doing the Bahrain Grand Prix, the second race in the Sakhir circuit. And we'll be starting from 11th on the grid, I believe, according to the game. And our strategy, we'll be starting on soft tyres first for some odd reason. That's just what the game's given us there. And we'll end on the super softs. Which is kind of weird. I didn't want to do that strategy really, but starting on the primes is actually what most of the AI are doing as well. So here we go, out on the grid. We are starting from P11 beside our teammate Nico Hülkenberg as the lights are coming on in Bahrain. And so away we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix, the second race, and we got a better start than Fernando Alonso and the McLaren coming down towards turn 1. Hülkenberg's got a good start as well, past the Kimi Räikkönen, but now we've touched the back of Max Verstappen coming into turn 1, and the Toro Rosso is coming to the outside. Is now coming into turn 1 and 2. We're behind Nico Hülkenberg, our teammate, down onto the straight now, down towards turn 4. We've got the slipstream on Nico Hülkenberg. Down towards this corner, he's trying to get Fernando Alonso into turn 4. He's going to get him. Hülkenberg and Alonso side by side, but Alonso is trying to hold him to the position. Hülkenberg has the inside line, and he's got it. Hülkenberg has got the position into 9th place. But we're keeping in 11th, but now up the inside of Alonso and Nico Hülkenberg, we get them both into 9th place. That's a good move there from us on Fernando Alonso and on Nico Hülkenberg. Now there we go, up the inside. That's a good camera angle. There you go. I actually took that as a screenshot. It's not the thumbnail of the video, but it was one of the options for it. And we're coming on to the final corner of this Grand Prix. Kimi Räikkönen ahead of us is behind Max Verstappen as Hamilton completes the first lap in the lead. As now Räikkönen slipstreaming Max Verstappen down towards turn 1. He's pulling to the inside of Max Verstappen, and now they almost touch each other there, but Räikkönen gets on the inside. They're still side by side, Verstappen and Räikkönen. Who's going to come out on top in this battle? But here he is from Räikkönen's point of view. I wonder if they're touched or not here. Let's see. So they're side by side down into turn 1. I don't think Verstappen was even close to Räikkönen, to be honest. Let's see from Verstappen's point of view here. So he just got Räikkönen behind him. Here's his front now, and yeah, he was nowhere near him there. So Verstappen was trying to fight back around the outside there. But can Räikkönen get Max Verstappen into turn 2, round the outside? Verstappen and Räikkönen touched there a little bit, but Verstappen holds on to 7th place there. That was some good defending from Max Verstappen. But now coming onto turn 8 on lap 2, and now up the inside of Kimi Räikkönen into this corner, and we clip Max Verstappen. We got into a half spin, and we've gone down into 9th place behind Kimi Räikkönen. We stayed in our position, but that was a bit of an incident there with Max Verstappen. You probably can't see it there, but you can see us just going up the inside of the Ferrari of Kimi Räikkönen. Here it is from the a different angle, and here we go up the inside. Yep, we just hit Verstappen, and there's our half spin there. So yeah, an interesting start to this race. There's been a couple of overtakes so far. Now moving on to the end of lap 2 of this Grand Prix. We're still behind Kimi Räikkönen, so we're not really catching him that much. But now here comes Räikkönen to the inside of Max Verstappen into the final corner. This is a good battle between these guys. Räikkönen gets the move done on Max Verstappen. He goes into 7th place. Räikkönen finally makes the move stick. Now moving on to lap 3 where DRS is enabled. Now coming down towards turn 1. Can we get Max Verstappen into turn 1, breaking up the inside, 2nd gear. We get Max Verstappen into turn 1, but now Verstappen's fighting back on the inside here. Down into turn 2, he's cut us off. And Max Verstappen gets back 8th place. Somehow, the AI just defending their positions here. But now, can we go up the inside to turn 4 here? Yes, we can just about. We get 8th place. And now coming into turn 5, Raikkonen is battling with Sebastian Vettel there. Well, no, Vettel's actually battling with Ricciardo there. So coming on to the final corner, on lap 3 of this Grand Prix, DRS is available. And can we get Kimi Raikkonen down towards turn 1? Here we go. We won't get Raikkonen, but there's Vettel trying to pull out to the inside of Daniel Ricciardo down into turn 1. Oh, there might have been a bit of contact there, but Ricciardo holds the place on Sebastian Vettel. But oh, we're very slow there, Raikkonen and Vettel are now. They're going to go side by side with Sebastian Vettel down into turn 4. That came out of nowhere, but now into turn 4, breaking it, turning into the corner, and Vettel has gone on the curb there and spun. Unbelievable. Vettel has half spun on the curb at turn 4. He went right up in the air on 2 wheels. Let's see it here. So coming into turn 4, we went round the outside, and look at that. He's just airborne on the curb, and he's just spun round. That is unbelievable. There we go. Look at that. He's just like half in the air there. Let's see from Vettel's point of view. He just lost a lot of time there. And you see me coming on the outside there. Coming down into turn 4. But now, as he tries to go on the inside again, he gets cut off there and goes right up on the curb. You saw how much airborne he was. Let's see the slow motion replay. So, we just cut him off there and, oh, here we go. Right up on the curb. On 2 wheels, Sebastian Vettel has spun there. And he is going to drop back all the way down to about, let's say, 10th, 11th place. But now onto the DRS zone on Daniel Ricciardo now. Coming down towards turn 1. On lap 5 of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Here we go. Coming down into turn 1. Up the inside of Daniel Ricciardo, almost down into turn 1. We've hit the curb there. And we've gone up on 2 wheels. That was a spectacular curb hopping there. We get... that would have been a penalty, well, warning in V8 Supercars if you do that. But look at that, we've gone right up on the curb there. Look at that, here's slow motion. Oh, look at that, we're right on 2 wheels there. That is some good stuff. I wish that would happen in Formula 1 in real life, but it would just damage the car in real life. And I know that too, so... yeah, that was very interesting. But now, here we are with Daniel Ricciardo behind the 2 Williams, who are doing really well so far, in 3rd and 4th place. This is actually forming a train, which is making the Mercedes pull away. But now up the inside of Ricciardo out of nowhere, into turn 5. That's a good move for 5th place on Daniel Ricciardo. And Felipe Massa was really close to him into turn 10 there, as we skip on to the 2nd sector. And now Massa has DRS on his teammate Valtteri Bottas, but now going to go up the inside of the Williams of Felipe Massa up into turn 11. We get him into 4th place. It's a good move from us on Felipe Massa. And now we're chasing down Valtteri Bottas for 3rd place. Here we go again, the slipstream and DRS on him. Down towards this corner. The driver in front is of course Valtteri Bottas. He is 5 tenths behind him. Apparently he's on old super softs. So now coming up the inside of Valtteri Bottas into turn 1. Going up on the curb again. He's trying to fight back. But well, he's actually done it. He's actually tried to fight back there. And he's done it successfully there. And now Felipe Massa's trying to go on the inside here into turn 4. This is a madness race. This has been full of overtakes and full of incidents so far. Well, yeah. There has been a couple of incidents. But here we go, coming into turn 5 now, still behind Valtteri Bottas, who's moved up to 2nd now because Hamilton pitted. Let me tell you that. So Hamilton has pitted for, I believe, super softs, or softs, I don't know. I don't know what strategy he's on. We're now coming to the outside of Valtteri Bottas into turn 9 and 10. Here we go, coming into, it's going to go way wide there at turn 10. Can we get Valtteri Bottas into the DRS zone? Here we go, coming on the inside of Valtteri Bottas now, coming down into turn 11. Here we go, side by side, and we get the move done on Valtteri Bottas into turn 11. And we've gone way wide there. Bottas is trying to get us back now, but into turn 12. We get the move done. Back on Valtteri Bottas in lap 7. This is some good battling in this race. We've got 50% tyre wear, so we might hit this lap. look at this. Side by side, they're just about hold it on the track right here into this corner. And we've kept second place. But now coming into the pits on lap 7 of the Bahrain Grand Prix, braking for the pit lane. That's better than what I did in Australia. Here we go, coming into our pit lane box now. Changing to a set of super soft tyres, so we should be able to do well at the end of this race. And we've been held for Valtteri Bottas. So now Bottas has come out ahead of us there. That is unbelievable. Wow. We're coming out of the pits now in 17th place, 18th place. Can Felipe Massa get ahead of his teammate? Yes, he can. Massa can get ahead of Valtteri Bottas there. And when Bottas was actually in front of Felipe Massa, Valtteri Bottas gets behind him. So that's a really interesting undercut from his teammate. But now coming into turn 10 on lap 8 of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Using the DRS as active now on Valtteri Bottas. We're side by side with him down towards turn 11. Here we go with DRS open. We're getting faster than him. But now coming into turn 11, we get the move done into 17th place on Valtteri Bottas. That is a good move and some good racing there. Here is the replay of the move. We were side by side into turn 11. And, oh, that's a good angle there, but so we get the move done on the inside into turn 11. Now coming into turn 4, behind Felipe Massa now, who undercut his own teammate. And we've got a Renault and a Red Bull ahead battling there. Now coming into turn 5, what can we do with Felipe Massa? Down into turn 7 and into turn 8. We have purple in the first sector, but up the inside of Felipe Massa into turn 8, and we get the move done on Felipe Massa. That's a good move. From quite a long way back, I think. We were close-ish to him. But now, coming up look at that move. Look at that move. That is right on the inside line, so that's quite tight right there. So now coming into turn 10, where Ricciardo is held up behind Jolyon Palmer here, so this is going to be interesting on the straight. Ricciardo has DRS, I have DRS, we're gaining on Dan Ricciardo, coming down into this corner. Ricciardo's pulling out to the inside of Palmer. We're going to go for the both of them, and we've done it. We've made the move stick. We've got a double overtake into turn 11. We've got Dan Ricciardo and Jolyon Palmer. That is a great move. It was 3 wide. Look at that. So Ricciardo doesn't even know I'm there. And I've gone past both of them. That is a brilliant move from us on Daniel Ricciardo and Jolyon Palmer in the Renault, who's yet to pit, of course. So now here's from Ricciardo's point of view. He did get closer to Jolyon Palmer. He pulled out the inside. He didn't even know I was there at that point until he saw me. Oh, was there a bit of contact there on the inside of on the inside when I made the move. But now here's Jolyon Palmer's point of view. This is going to be absolutely interesting. So here we go. Here comes Ricciardo up the inside, and there goes me up the inside. He's lost 2 positions in one corner. Jolyon Palmer. That must be really painful for him to see that run in front of him. Here's Massa's point of view. He got the best view out of all of that. You can see it's 3 wide into turn 11, and we got, wow, that is just an awesome overtake, that one. But now on lap 9 here, we have our teammate Nico Hulkenberg coming into the pits for a set of super soft series on the same strategy as me. And he has actually done a better pit stop than me because he didn't get held for any cars. But now here comes Daniel Ricciardo with DRS shooting past us on the straight into P6, P5 he goes. But now there's Verstappen getting out ahead of Dan Ricciardo and me. Now coming into turn 1, we go up the inside, and there's contact! Ricciardo spun round! That's an unbelievable pit. That's an unbelievable crash there. Dan Ricciardo was trying to fight back on the inside, and he's just crashed into me and spun himself out. Wow. An incident-filled race here in Bahrain, and we tried to go up the inside here of Dan Ricciardo, and he might have just tried to go for the move again. Might have been a bit too ambitious, and he just touched me on the inside. Let's see this again. Should go around the outside, inside. Yeah, he's just not turning into the corner. He's just completely crashed into me. And I'll tell you that he actually got a warning for that. So the stewards in this game think it was his fault, but whose fault do you think it was? Just put in the comments below. But here is Max Verstappen once again going behind Kimi Raikkonen. So this is a good battle between these two, Verstappen and Raikkonen. Now Verstappen are coming to the inside of Kimi Raikkonen, and Verstappen gets the move done into 3rd place. And now we're going to go to the outside of Raikkonen into turn 1. Can we get him? No, not quite. We can't quite get Kimi Raikkonen. But Verstappen makes the move for a podium position on Kimi Raikkonen into turn 1. We're now coming onto the straight, ending lap 11 of this Grand Prix into lap 12. Here we go. Behind Kimi Raikkonen. Can he challenge Max Verstappen again onto the straight? Here we go. DRS open. Raikkonen, we're starting lap 12 of this Grand Prix. There's a bit of smoke there, and Kimi Raikkonen's had an engine failure right in front of me. Kimi Raikkonen's out of this Grand Prix. That is unbelievable sight. Kimi Raikkonen with an engine failure right in front of us. A massive puff of smoke, and he is out of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Kimi Raikkonen, wow! I wasn't expecting this. Raikkonen's engine gives up on him with 3 laps to go in this Grand Prix after such a brilliant battle with Max Verstappen, and now he's out of the race. That is unbelievable, and a real shame for the Finn, as his engine, in a massive puff of smoke, he pulls over to the side and he is out of the Bahrain Grand Prix and the first retirement of the Quick Race Career Mode. And now we are going to challenge Max Verstappen for the podium. Can we get a podium here in Bahrain? Remember, this is against Expert AI, so this is a touch harder difficulty than the last race. But now, coming on to the final lap of the Bahrain Grand Prix. With DRS open, can we get Max Verstappen? Coming into the final corner. First corner, sorry. Now coming into turn 1. Can we go up the inside? Oh, we're going for it up the inside, but there's not enough room there. And Verstappen, we are getting really close to him now. Can we get a podium in this Bahrain Grand Prix? This is going to be very good. But now coming up the inside of Max Verstappen now into turn 4. That's a great move from us. But can Verstappen switch back? Nope, does not quite. We get 3rd place on Max Verstappen. Now coming into turn 10. If we can hold this podium, this will be remarkable for our rankings. Now coming into turn 11, Verstappen is moving to the inside of us, down into turn 11. Can he get us? No, he can't. He's trying to get it, but no, he doesn't. We've held it around the outside. This is going to go right down to the wire. Hamilton has won this Grand Prix, but Verstappen coming to the inside of us, down into the final corner. Can we get him? No, yes! Round the outside we can get Max Verstappen. He's going to go right to the finish line here. We've got DRS open. Verstappen pulling to the inside. He gets us at the line, does he? He's probably got us. No, he hasn't. We've got a podium in Bahrain. Unbelievable. Verstappen, I thought he got ahead of us there at the line, but the game just put me in 3rd place. That was really weird there. Verstappen was actually quite clearly ahead of me there.
The difference was clearly in the strategy.
So he deserves a podium more than I do, to be fairly honest. But we'll take it. 3rd place, a podium.
And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is.
That is really good for us. There is Verstappen. He must be really disappointed with that, because he's still happy though for some reason. But here we go. Here come the drivers out onto the podium. Lewis Hamilton stands up on the top step of the podium. Nico Rosberg is 2nd, and we, as Sergio Perez, we are 3rd. That was a really incident-filled race, that one. That was an incident-filled race. A lot of action, a lot of incidents. And the champagne is sprayed all over Sergio Perez, and Nico Rosberg, Lewis Hamilton, wins the Bahrain Grand Prix in Sakhir. The 2nd race of the season.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Let's give it to Sergio Perez. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
There'll be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.
So we've been given Driver of the Day by Anthony Davidson. We really deserve that. we went from 11th to 3rd, and there is the incidents. Magnussen, Nasser, Gutierrez and Verline got involved in the incident, and then we got a warning for colliding with Vettel at turn 4, remember that? I don't know, I missed the other incidents, but Lewis Hamilton wins the Bahrain Grand Prix, Nico Rosberg in 2nd, then me in 3rd, Max Verstappen a close 4th, we actually got the exact same time, then Valtteri Bottas, Nico Hulkenberg, Felipe Massa, Fernando Alonso, Romain Grosjean, Carlos Sainz gets points for Toro Rosso, and Sebastian Vettel in 11th, Jensen Button, Daniel Kvyat, Esteban Gutierrez, Pascal Wehrlein finishes 15th, Kevin Magnussen, Rio Haryanto, Marcus Ericsson, Rio Haryanto, Daniel Ricciardo finishes way down in 19th, Felipe Massa, Jolyon Palmer, and Kimi Raikkonen is the only retirement of this Grand Prix. Here we are with the Drivers' Championship. Rosberg still leads the championship, but by only 3 points from Lewis Hamilton. It's me in 3rd, then Max Verstappen is in 4th, Daniel Ricciardo behind Max Verstappen in 5th, then Kimi Raikkonen, Valtteri Bottas, Felipe Massa, Nico Hulkenberg, Sebastian Vettel, Fernando Alonso, Romain Grosjean, Carlos Sainz, Jensen Button, Daniel Kvyat, Esteban Gutierrez, Pascal Wehrlein, Kevin Magnussen in 18th, then Marcus Ericsson, Rio Haryanto, Felipe Massa, and Jolyon Palmer in last place. The Constructors' Championship, Mercedes lead by 43 points from Red Bull, then Force India move up to 3rd in the Constructors, then Williams in 4th, Force India in Ferrari in 5th, sorry, McLaren in 6th, then Haas in 7th, Toro Rosso then 8th, and then Sauber, Manor and Renault are the only 3 teams to not score points so far. But I hope you've enjoyed the Bahrain Grand Prix. It was a really incident-filled race, and see you guys on my next video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and click the bell button for notifications, and goodbye.